Now in 4 News Now, federal cuts by Elon Musk's Doge department are now having a local impact. We spoke to local federal workers who lost their jobs, who say this can lead to dangerous consequences.
I'm tracking some spotty spring showers in the first alert forecast for Tuesday. I'll show you when we can get back to sunny skies and warmer weather.
And Pope Francis is not out of danger as he continues to battle lung issues in the hospital. We'll explain how doctors are working to help him heal. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
And we begin with breaking news out of Washington, D.C. tonight. The Trump administration is now stopping U.S. military aid to Ukraine following Friday's explosive meeting with President Zelensky. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Thank you for being with us at 6 o'clock. The pause applies to all military aid. That includes munitions, anti-tank weapons, and other equipment the U.S. has been providing to Ukraine since the start of the war with Russia 3 years ago. When President Trump took office in January, Congress had already approved about $4 billion of funding to Ukraine. The European Union has contributed about $145 billion in total aid since the war began.
And people are now raising safety concerns as the government continues to lay off thousands of federal employees.
Some fear that this could have negative effects on the community at large. Marissa Rio spoke with a few Washingtonians who lost their federal jobs and shares how this could affect you.
From the CDC to our national parks, we are seeing great efforts to downsize the federal government. But what does that mean for you?
National parks, for the most part, are low cost or free to enjoy. And now those spaces are going to become more dangerous, less enjoyable, and have fewer services.
Samuel Peterson worked at Lake Roosevelt before he was terminated last month.
You're going to see a lack of interpretive rangers being able to communicate safety messages to the public, which could lead to an increase in search and rescue operations.
And it's not just parks. Here at the Spokane Research Laboratory is a mining research division, which is under the CDC. Here they conduct research to make sure America's miners are safe. I just spoke with a woman who was terminated from this division just a few weeks ago, and she says she's now worried for the safety and health of the community. This here is Jessie Perkins, and this is the termination letter she received on Valentine's Day. She was a program specialist here at the Spokane Mining Research Division.
Some of my duties included like purchasing materials and hardware for researchers to conduct different types of studies that they need to do, acquiring chemicals and materials and gases.
Like Samuel, she's devastated that she lost her job, but her concerns go well beyond that.
We have a program called the Heat Stress Program, which actually brings in firefighters, it brings in construction workers and miners and puts them through rigorous testing to find out how their bodies actually respond when they're underground.
Jessie fears that because she and others lost their jobs, research like this won't be done to the efficiency it once was, therefore putting others' safety at risk. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, the National Park Service still says it's hiring seasonal workers. In a statement, it says it will embrace new opportunities for optimization and innovation in workforce management. We are focused on ensuring that every visitor has the chance to explore and connect with the incredible iconic spaces of our national parks. A major intersection in Hayden is back open tonight following a crash this morning. First responders were called to Highway 95 and Hayden Avenue at just before 10 o'clock. A traffic camera shows at least 2 vehicles were involved.
An e-bike rider is dead after a crash involving a pickup truck. The sheriff's office says the crash happened just after midnight yesterday on White Road near the West Plains roundabout. Deputies say it looked like the e-bike didn't have enough lighting, making it just about impossible to see him riding in the dark. They say a pickup driver pulling a trailer didn't see him as the rider drifted into the lane. The e-bike rider died at the scene. And a person is in serious condition in the hospital tonight after a stabbing in downtown Spokane. Police say 2 people got into a fight this morning. One pulled out a knife at the downtown motel near 2nd and Washington. That person was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Lee Myers was arrested and now faces second-degree murder charges.
Scary moments at an apartment complex in North Spokane this morning. Police say that they detained one man to investigate reports he was walking around with a gun. It happened at the Lions Crest Apartments just north of the Northtown Mall. No word on whether he'll face any charges. All right, we have a few showers in the forecast.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us with your first alert forecast. Chris, when can we expect to see the sprinkles?
Well, you may see a few at your house right now, but we're going to hold off on the majority of them until about 24 hours from now. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a cloudy Tuesday with some spotty showers. The best chance will be tomorrow evening. The sunshine returns full force midweek and will warm it up a little bit as well. Zoomed in on Doppler radar right now, we do have a couple of very isolated showers up around Spirit Lake and down around Liberty Lake along I-90. Otherwise dry around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. And as we zoom out, you'll see, a sprinkle or two in Boundary and Bonner counties right now, and a few showers moving into the LC Valley. Otherwise, we are dry, but there's more wet weather coming. Our forecast radar as we go through the evening and into tomorrow morning shows an increase in clouds, isolated showers that become a little more prevalent as we get into the evening, and that will continue until we dry out tomorrow night. Meanwhile, your forecast for tomorrow, 35 degrees to start the day. Best chance of rain coming in the evening. A high of 49 compares to an average high of 45. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you. The Meade School District is now being held in contempt by a judge after finding it failed to properly turn over documents related to a hazing investigation into the Meade High School football team. The family of a student athlete who claimed he was bullied and hazed at a football camp filed the motion for contempt on Wednesday. The district's handling of the investigation has led to several lawsuits and the firing of Meade head football coach Keith Stamps. The school district is accused of not turning over documents in a timely manner, redacting information beyond what is privileged, and falling short of its court-ordered obligations.
Division Street is back open tonight between 2nd and Sprague after someone was hit by a car while trying to cross the road in a crosswalk this afternoon. Police blocked off the intersection after it happened and brought in Major Crimes Unit to investigate. The person hit was taken to a hospital, and there's still no word on whether the driver in this will be facing charges. We have new surveillance video from a business in that area where that person was hit.
4 News Now is not showing the moment of impact between the car and the pedestrian, but we do want to warn you the footage you are about to see may still be disturbing. You can see the person in the crosswalk there. The driver of the black SUV sees them and stops in time. The pedestrian is in the crosswalk for about 6 seconds before that gold-colored car in the next lane over hits them. They were taken to the hospital. Police have not provided an update on their condition. But this crash happened just hours before the Spokane City Council will vote on funding for its Safe Streets for All program.
And this funding would go to several projects in Spokane with goals to make the streets safer for pedestrians and cars. Our Madeline Mullins is live tonight to explain what some of the projects are. Madeline.
Many streets in Spokane are just like this one. There's crosswalks. Sometimes there's signs that show there are crosswalks. But the traffic is moving too fast to see those signs. And that's exactly what happened today when someone was using this crosswalk to get across the street and they were hit by a car. And if the Safe Streets for All funding is approved by City Council tonight, streets like this all across Spokane could become safer.
The most vocal things I heard from people was traffic calming, traffic calming, traffic calming.
If approved, traffic calming is exactly what 17 Safe Streets for All projects will do. One of those projects would be on Wellesley in Northeast Spokane near Regal Elementary.
A lot of students that whose parents just don't feel like it's safe for them to cross, or the students themselves don't, and so they don't cross, and sometimes they don't come to school.
Stoplights would be installed at the crosswalk so students can safely get to school. Across town, traffic calming measures would be installed here in East Central, and a crosswalk put in on Northeast Boulevard in the Audubon Downriver neighborhood.
We try to do the best we can to support, the districts to make sure that the right investments are happening there.
While people appreciate these projects, some say it is not enough.
I just wish that the city was moving faster when it came to actually implementing these projects. We should be implementing 70 projects a year, not 7.
Eric Lowe is an advocate for safe streets. He is asking the city council to implement traffic calming measures immediately after someone is hit and killed.
Direct public works within 48 hours of any traffic fatality, whether they be a pedestrian or a motorist or just a passenger, to implement adaptive traffic control measures at the site of those fatalities within 48 hours. Because, like I said, that's definitive proof that that location is unsafe.
The city has a plan to put traffic signals here on Division where that person was hit and on Brown. And it's part of a bike path that's getting put in place on Pacific Avenue. But unfortunately for the person that was hit today, those traffic signals are getting put in too late. Live in downtown Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. Well, the warm temperatures and the sun we saw over the weekend aren't the only signs that spring is almost here. Registration for Hoop Fest is now open, if you can believe it. The 3-on-3 basketball tournament is a little over 3 months away. It's held each year on the last weekend in June. Hoop Fest brings over 250,000 people to Spokane. If you want to put a team together, the deadline to register is May 19th. After that, Hoop Fest will accept teams on a space-available basis. You can find the link to the registration page by going to our website at KXLY.com.
And the State B high school basketball tournaments also return to Spokane this week. The WIAA Giza Credit Union 1B and 2B games will be held Wednesday through Saturday at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. You should expect more traffic in the area during the championships. Ahead on 4 News Now at 6, an inferno breaks out across the Carolinas.
We'll explain why first responders are struggling to get these fires put out. And stocks slid today as President Trump confirmed tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China will go into effect at midnight. We'll show you how the tariffs may impact your family's budget.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show, SpokaneHomeShows.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. All right. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs. She opens up about the emotional and verbal abuse she suffered from a former coach that led her to suicidal thoughts, and about her Olympic experience. The morning TV first tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Your home is more than a place. It's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your home, now is the perfect time. It's Jacob with Renewal by Andersen, here to tell you about our 31-day BOGO sale. For March only, buy one window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. To make it even easier, we're offering flexible financing, 12 months, no payments, and no interest. Schedule your complimentary consultation and take advantage of these amazing savings.
We all have a friend who loves the McDonald's hot, crispy Filet-O-Fish. My friend, you could be that friend.
Friends don't let friends miss buy one, add one for $1 on these classics.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit CDAcasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. At least 175 fires are burning across North and South Carolina, forcing residents to evacuate in both states.
Experts say the combination of dry leaves, grass, and other vegetation, plus low humidity, are raising concerns for more dangerous fires in the region. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Massive flames engulfing neighborhoods in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Firefighters racing to get at least 175 fires under control across the state and in North Carolina. You can see embers flying into the air and plumes of thick smoke.
We looked out our kitchen window and you could see the flames as high as the trees.
Thousands evacuated in both states, a wall of fire bearing down on homes near the Carolina forest, leaving hundreds of trees charred.
Everything burnt to a crisp. Never seen anything like this.
Helicopters dropping water from the air. ABC's Stephanie Ramos is on the ground.
The largest brush fires erupted here in Carolina Forest. We're just west of Myrtle Beach. Fire crews are positioned here and across this area trying to put out any flare-ups.
Those evacuation orders lifted late last night. The governor of South Carolina declaring a state of emergency to step up the response. The state National Guard deploying 2 Black Hawk helicopters to help fight the flames. Emergency personnel racing to extinguish the fires too. Officials in the fire zone warning dry conditions will continue today. The South Carolina Forestry Commission issuing a burn ban until further notice.
And now there is a storm system forecasted to hit the East Coast on Wednesday, which will bring some much needed rain. But that same storm is also expected to bring damaging winds and possible tornadoes. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, this month, the Department of Fish and Wildlife is planning to perform prescribed burns in eastern Washington. These are controlled burns meant to help reduce the risk of wildfires and improve habitat for wildlife. Fish and Wildlife hopes to treat up to 250 acres in the Sagebrush Flat Wildlife Area northwest of Ephrata. Other areas in eastern Washington may see controlled burns as long as weather conditions are safe enough.
Volunteers are needed to help pot new trees to be planted at Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge. Fish and Wildlife says tree potting sessions will start April 8th out at Turnbull, and you can expect to spend a half day or a full day potting trees that are native to the area, like aspen, hawthorn, and cottonwood. Once rooted, those trees will be planted in the fall. You'll want to wear long pants and closed-toed shoes and make sure that you have your own snacks and water. Be sure to register with Ranger Josh if you're interested on our website, KXLY.com. Well, rallies continue today in support of federal workers as the Trump administration cuts government jobs. The mass federal firings are raising the levels of uncertainty for government workers.
Many are bracing for more layoffs as some receive a second wave of emails demanding a reply by midnight tonight, telling them to list 5 tasks they completed at work last week. Here again is ABC's Rena Roy.
When we fight, we win!
From Connecticut and Maryland to the nation's capital, federal workers taking to the streets fighting against the mass firings of government employees as the Trump administration works to shrink the federal government.
I've got a very clear message for Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and MAGA. Hands off NOAA!
Hundreds of scientists with the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration are among those recently let go. NOAA provides weather forecasts and storm warnings as well as climate monitoring.
This is such a dangerous thing. You're playing games, really, with potentially life-saving information to go out to people or making that harder to get out to people.
Thousands of workers receiving a second wave of emails demanding by Monday night to list 5 tasks they completed at work last week. Elon Musk saying those who fail to respond will be fired. The Department of Education also giving workers a Monday deadline to accept a payment of up to $25,000 to voluntarily resign or retire, according to a memo obtained by ABC News. And the Social Security Administration, which provides key benefits to older Americans, saying it plans to cut 7,000 workers. New York Governor Kathy Hochul hosting a roundtable today with some impacted government workers.
I served my nation for 20 years in the Army. I raised my hand again to accept this job in the federal system, thinking that there would be some stability in it.
The governor saying New York has 7,000 available jobs, encouraging those who have been let go to apply.
New York does want you. New York needs you. Come work in the greatest state in the nation.
The Department of Government Efficiency says it has saved $105 billion, but experts say that number cannot be verified, that the site has only posted what the agency says is 30% of the supporting receipts. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, President Trump confirmed today another promise that he's keeping. Tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China will go into effect. The president said there is no room left for negotiations to avoid them.
On the tariffs, is there any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight? And should we expect those Chinese tariffs, the extra 10%, to take effect?
No room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
The president says he's using tariffs to punish countries that he says were taking from the U.S. economy without giving enough in return. As a result of the midnight deadline for these tariffs, stocks tumbled before the closing bell today.
Senator Maria Cantwell's office says 2 of every 5 jobs in Washington are tied to the trade industry. In terms of impacts, her office says a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico would add about $144 billion a year to the cost of manufacturing. It could increase U.S. vehicle prices by up to $12,000, and average households will have increased costs between $1,600 and $2,000 per year. That's according to the Yale Budget Lab. President Trump will deliver a speech to Congress tomorrow. It'll be similar to a State of the Union address, but it's being branded as a joint session of Congress. We will air the speech live tomorrow starting at 6 p.m. That means 4 News Now will air local news at 5 and on Nightside at 11. Well, a medical team in Rome is cautiously optimistic now that Pope Francis is off a ventilator. The Pope didn't need the machine to help him breathe last night. The 88-year-old had gone into respiratory failure Friday after battling complications of pneumonia. He needs help managing fluid buildup in his lungs, which is leading to the narrowing of his airways. Doctors say Pope Francis's condition remains guarded, which means he's not out of danger. The Vatican says he is resting at the hospital tonight.
High temperature today, 51 degrees, 45 is our average high. We're going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow than we were today, thanks to some clouds and showers. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Satay Bistro.
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at WaGrant.org.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Join us in celebrating Women in Construction Week, March 2nd through the 8th. WIC Week celebrates and honors the women who have made significant contributions to the construction industry while inspiring others to join this fulfilling journey, like these remarkable ladies.
We rise together, breaking through limits and building futures.
United, we forge a path for tomorrow's construction. Our dedication shapes structures that stand the test of time.
WIC Week is sponsored locally by these fine companies.
All aboard for Model Train Magic. Join us Sunday, March 9th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Experience amazing operating layouts in every scale, from tiny Z to giant G. Browse railroad art, memorabilia, and an incredible selection of trains and supplies. Plus, enjoy free parking and delicious food while your visit helps local children's charities. Get all the details at rivercitymodelers.org.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old, tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
All right, we have some rain on the way. But then more sunny days ahead, like what we had over the weekend.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us with a look at your first alert forecast.
Well, right now, our skies are clear in Spokane and 46 degrees. Beautiful evening. We did make it up into the 50s today. 43 in Coeur d'Alene. We do have some passing clouds, and you might even have a sprinkle or two at your house. We have some isolated sprinkles, and there's more spotty shower activity on the way. We'll start the day off tomorrow with dry conditions. We'll go hour by hour here. Temperatures around the region with the clouds will bottom out just above freezing. About a 20% chance of rain in the forecast by 10 a.m., but they will be very hit and miss if you do run into any wet weather. High temperatures will top out in the upper 40s, which is just a hair above average. Our odds of wet weather increase as we get into the late afternoon and evening, but any rain that we do see will be fairly light. Here's a look at our forecast rain through 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. We are looking at hundredths of an inch of precipitation, so very light and not very long lasting as those showers move through. Meanwhile, our odds of precipitation go down to only 10% on Wednesday. Basically dry Wednesday, bright blue sunny skies on Thursday and Friday, and then a 20% chance of showers back in the forecast Saturday. So we are really dealing with an outside chance of any precipitation. It is spring, and we are going to see the snow falling, but it is going to be in the mountains. Our snow level forecast keeps it up at the ski areas. That's good news, but if you do see any snow in the valleys, it will just be a flake or two mixing in with the rain. For the most part, it is all going to be rain down in the valleys and not a lot of it. High temperatures tomorrow, about the same as they were today throughout the panhandle of Idaho, where we had a few more clouds and a few showers that kept things cooler. But around eastern Washington, our temperatures will be a couple degrees cooler than what they were today. More clouds, possible showers. We'll stay in the 40s in Spokane, 50 in 9 Mile and Meade and Spokane Valley, 51 in downtown Spokane, but we'll be in the 40s elsewhere around the region. And you'll notice temperatures a little bit lower in North Idaho, and again, that's because we have a better chance of some showers there. Taking a look now at your 7-day forecast, there's that sunshine and temperatures in the 50s, even warmer for the weekend despite a slight chance of precipitation, and then we do start cooling down again next week. There are some dramatic things showing up in the 8 to 14-day forecast. I'll tell you all about it later in the broadcast. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. Kirsten is excited about this. Country singer Brad Paisley is coming to Airway Heights at the end of May.
I think I'm the only country music fan in the newsroom currently. One of the stops on his Truck Still Works World Tour will be Northern Quest. Walker Hayes is a special guest on the tour, along with Avery Anna, May Estes, and Alexander Kay. Tickets go on pre-sale this Thursday morning. General admission tickets will go sale on Friday. Paisley, of course, has been writing and performing country music for over 20 years and has countless awards, including 3 Grammys.
Your gamer headset may be seriously impacting your hearing. We have tips on how to protect your eardrums next.
And more progress on a plan to bring a new Chick-fil-A restaurant to Spokane. We'll explain what the next hurdle is next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
That's Montana Sapphire from Phillipsburg, Montana.
Let's get the blow!
Alton Brown here at the top secret facility where we're building my farewell tour, Alton Brown Live Last Bite. Now, like all of our culinary variety shows, there will be a comedy, music, science, and an epic yet potentially dangerous culinary demonstration. Hi, 911. It's me again.
March 26th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Step into a new Kohler Luxstone shower from Pacific Bath. Kohler is an industry leader with more than 150 years in business. Our Kohler certified installers will take your old bathtub down to the studs, and with a licensed plumber on every job, you'll get all the new plumbing and the fixtures. And check out Kohler's recessed shower locker for convenient storage in the wall. Your new Kohler Luxstone shower can be installed in 2 days or less, backed by Kohler's lifetime limited warranty. Plus, here's another reason you need to call. It's our spring shower sale. Receive 50% off installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower and no payments till 2026. That's right, no payments and no interest for 12 months. Don't forget to ask about senior and military discounts. Throughout the greater Spokane area, call Pacific Bath at 509-361-6674. That's 509-361-6674.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Well, an observation of World Hearing Day, you may want to remind the gamer in your life to adjust the volume on their headsets.
Noise-induced hearing damage is often irreversible and can lead to permanent hearing loss. On average, gamers in the U.S. between the ages of 18 to 35 spend about 17 hours every week playing video games, according to a 2024 Video Gamer Safe Listening poll. Doctors say noise-induced hearing loss is preventable. So first, turn down the volume, keeping it at about 50% or less. Next, take listening breaks every hour. Even just a few minutes can help your ears recover. And finally, use headphones that offer protection, like noise-canceling headphones.
This will help reduce the noise in the user's environment and really allow them to resist the urge to crank up the volume of the game to compensate for what's going on around them.
Audiologist Lindsay Creed says children and young adults are most vulnerable to this type of hearing loss and may not be able to put into words that a sound is too loud. So it's important that parents stay aware.
Well, North Central Spokane is getting closer to getting a Chick-fil-A built and opened. Spokane City Council members Bingle and Navarrete want to get rid of about 150 feet of alleyway between Mission and Cinto from Ruby to Pearl. That's what Chick-fil-A is requesting in order to build. A hearing to get that approval will be set at tonight's meeting. And the chain is also looking to demolish a few homes at Mission and Division to make way for a drive-through. A plan to build a Chick-fil-A restaurant on the South Hill, however, has stalled for the moment.
All right, watch out for traffic in Post Falls. We'll show you the area that is changing along I-90 and what you should avoid.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell & Hill. The advice is free.
Our team will review your case at no charge and let you know how best to proceed.
And if you decide you do need a lawyer,
remember, we win your case or it's free.
Russell & Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
For over 40 years, Parker Toyota has been dedicated to serving the people of North Idaho with top quality used vehicles that exceed industry standards.
That's because every used car undergoes a rigorous 160-point inspection. If it doesn't meet our standards, it doesn't belong on our lot.
Providing the highest quality used cars and trucks is just the beginning of our commitment to you as a customer.
Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on boneless pork loin roast, $1.88 a pound. USDA Choice boneless beef sirloin tip roast, $4.48 a pound. Frozen bone-in turkey breast, 98 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
And action!
Not everyone can be as perfect a parent as Dan Connor.
There wasn't a day that I was not excited to come here to work.
Somehow it felt like it would be forever.
No matter how much crap life throws at us, if we hang together, nothing can stop us.
Stop. Now, this is pathetic, manipulative, and it's working.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
All right, welcome back. A quick look at weather so you can plan for your week.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us with what's in store over the next 12 hours.
Well, it is crystal clear right now as we look over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena parking lot and cooling quickly. It's 46 after a high today of 51 degrees. 4 things to know about your weather. Tomorrow, we'll see those clear skies replaced with overcast conditions and spotty showers. Mainly in the evening. They are going to be very light and hit and miss, and then the sunshine is back in the forecast for midweek. Meanwhile, 12-hour precipitation starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. There is a slight chance of a sprinkle in the morning, a much better chance, although only 30%, that will run into some shower activity as we get into the late afternoon and evening. Meanwhile, high temperatures tomorrow will be running a little above average. We'll be in the 40s and 50s, although a little bit cooler than it was today. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast, plus some interesting things happening in the 8 to 14-day outlook. That's in just a few minutes. Derek?
All right, talk to you then, Chris. The Spokane Police Department has found a way to get resource officers back into local neighborhoods.
This program was cut in 2023, but today 3 officers started their new positions. Mary Sheridan joins us in studio now with more on the community demand for police presence in these areas. Mary?
Kirsten, Derek, Spokane Police announced the return of its Neighborhood Resource Officer program today, thanks to voters approving a community safety sales tax last fall. 1 officer is assigned to watch over Northeast Spokane, another in Northwest Spokane, and the 3rd is assigned to the downtown and South Hill areas. SPD says it plans to add more community resource officers to Spokane neighborhoods in the coming months. Spokane Chief Kevin Hall says these neighborhood resource officers will work with community members daily to address concerns and build a safer, healthier Spokane together. These officers have goals to improve the quality of life and bring about positive change. Now they'll be working directly with the government agencies, businesses, and community members. The officers will also help with recruitment and community outreach. For 4 News Now, I'm Mary Sheridan. Kirsten?
Thank you, Mary. Well, watch out for traffic changes along I-90 in Post Falls because of construction for part of the Highway 41 interchange project. Starting today, Idaho Transportation Department is closing the westbound exit to Highway 41. That construction is set to last through the fall. Traffic will be detoured to the Celtice Way interchange instead. The part of Highway 41 under I-90 will be closed overnight through mid-April. Traffic will be detoured onto Greens Ferry Road. The eastbound I-90 on-ramp will also be closed overnight until mid-March. ITD is asking drivers to slow down and allow extra time for your commutes, especially this week.
The Washington Senate has passed a bill to look into how credit history and other factors could impact someone's insurance coverage.
Murrow News fellow Albert James shows us why supporters say the system has to change to prevent unfair practices, while opponents say change is unfair itself.
The Senate will now come in order. Senate Bill 5589, the Secretary will read.
Senate Bill 5589 would require the state's Office of the Insurance Commissioner to study how insurers use credit scores and other factors to determine someone's insurance eligibility and how much they'd pay for home and auto coverage. The office would then recommend policy changes to the legislature on alternative ways insurers can set rates. Consumer advocacy groups have found that drivers with clean records pay large differences in auto insurance premiums based on their credit score. Supporters of the bill say insurers relying on credit history and other factors has disparate impacts on consumers, and coverage should be based on driving history or the state of a home.
It should not be based on whether or not you have a college degree or whether or not you work in a blue-collar job as opposed to a white-collar job or your zip code.
The legislation was requested by the Insurance Commissioner's Office. They previously tried to ban insurers from using credit history to determine insurance eligibility and rates, but it was challenged and overturned by a court. Senate Republicans voiced concern about how the previous attempt to ban credit history consideration resulted in higher premiums for some people based on other factors like age.
I know that there are multiple factors, but we've already seen the effects of that, and I still can't support a study when we saw what did happen.
The bill passed 29-20 with one Democrat joining all Republicans in opposition. It now heads to the state house. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, paddling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry wants to bring out your smile. From crowns to veneers, they have the experience to help anyone in your family, young to old, kids to grandparents, all by using state-of-the-art procedures. Grins and Giggles accepts most insurance plans, but where they shine is by offering cash discounts on most procedures for uninsured patients. Call or click Grins and Giggles today to find out more. Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry, helping you bring out your smile.
Heart Royal Flush Tour 2025.
Barracuda.
March 11th, Spokane Arena. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. The iconic band returns with special guest Squeeze. Tickets on sale now at heart-music.com. Don't miss Heart and Squeeze live. Produced by AEG Presents.
My name is Paul Daglin. I've been with Granite Concepts for coming on 19 years now. From the beginning, it's all about customer satisfaction and quality because we want you to be happy. Technology has changed the game of what we can do. If you can do it with wood, you basically can have it done in stone. At Granite Concepts, we want you to feel at home.
Next, ET.
We've been waiting for you.
It's ET and the Oscar.
I was just blown away.
The stars serving Oscar swag.
A little bit wicked it is.
And shooting their shot. The Rock is right there. Next.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
It's Hometowns Week. Tip of pros, I have to feel comfortable around their family.
You are the first person that I'll bring home that's not in our same religion.
Do I have to become Mormon to be with this woman?
In the final week of the regular season, the Zags bolstered their March Madness tournament resume with 2 big wins.
Yeah, the team owes a lot of its success to Ryan Nembhard, who just had another record-breaking game against San Francisco. Sydney Berger joins us in studio now for the accolades he earned this week and one he might have been snubbed for, Sydney.
Yeah, guys, well, this is Ryan Nembhard's second time this season he's earning Conference Player of the Week, and it doesn't come as a surprise after he tied a school record for most assists in a single game. What did surprise Zags fans this morning was Nembhard's name being left off of a bigger list. All season long, Nembhard has been regarded as one of the nation's best point guards. He currently leads the country in assists and is one of only 21 D1 players to ever log over 300 assists in a season. He averages 10 a game in addition to being regarded as an elite passer. But his campaign for the Bob Cousy Award, which is given to the best point guard, fell short. The top 5 finalists were announced this morning, and Nembhard's name was nowhere to be found. But maybe a chip on their shoulder is what they need this March. Gonzaga is being painted as an 8 or 9 seed in March Madness bracket predictions, and if they stayed there come Selection Sunday, that'd be the lowest seed since 2016, since they earned an 11 seed. Despite a lower seed that year, that team still got to the Sweet 16. But the WCC tournament is first for these Zags. They start in the semifinal round as a 2 seed on March 10th.
Finds Little in rotation, out for Turner. The marksman, 4-3. Allie Turner, clutch as ever. She's up to 21.
Well, that was freshman Allie Turner making her 5th three-pointer in Saturday's win against Santa Clara. Clutch shots like that in big moments helped Turner lead the team to another WCC regular season title. This is the program's 9th title in 10 years. And as long as Turner is wearing the Gonzaga logo, the Zags might have more regular season titles in their future. Turner just won her 8th Freshman of the Week award after her 23-point performance against the Broncos. Now the Zags enter the West Coast Conference Tournament as the top seed and with a bye to the semifinal round on March 10th. Well, whether you have plans to tackle Bloomsday already or if you're thinking about signing up for the first time, Fleet Feet and Kendall Yards is helping people get off on the right foot. They host training programs year-round, but they just started their Bloomsday training ahead of the race in the beginning of May. The group program meets twice a week, and if you're sitting on your couch right now thinking, heck no, I hate running, or if you've never ran any distance and you're hesitant to try, running coach Katie John says they have plenty of people in their group who are first-timers.
Running is hard, no matter what. Running is hard, and it's going to be hard for a good chunk of time, but doing it with somebody else and having somebody to walk you through that process makes it so much easier.
So whether you've never ran a mile in your life or you're trying to get a personal best Bloomsday time, running alongside a group of 60 people with similar goals is a good way to make running a little less horrible. I have information about the program on our website, and we'll talk more about it on 4 News Now Nightside starting at 11. Chris, are you going to be at Bloomsday?
Oh, maybe. I probably need to join one of those groups first. And we do have some good Bloomsday training weather in the forecast. Tomorrow you might run into a refreshing sprinkle or two in the early afternoon, some hit and miss showers in the evening. High temperature 49 degrees, 45 is our average high. There is some colder, wetter weather coming in the extended forecast. I'll tell you all about that after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
It needed updated badly, and the Kohler Luxstone shower was a perfect answer.
The whole bathroom definitely looks more open.
I think the quality of the shower is amazing.
For more than 150 years, Kohler's manufactured American-engineered custom bathing solutions, and Pacific Bath is proud to be your trusted Kohler Luxstone shower provider. We install in 2 days or less, so don't put it off any longer. Call right now to schedule your free in-home design consultation. Plus, take advantage of the savings during our spring shower sale. Receive 50% off installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. And listen to this, with no payments till 2026, it is so affordable. You can have your new shower installed with no payments and no interest for 12 months. Make sure to ask about senior and military discounts.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show, SpokaneHomeShows.com.
The 97th Academy Awards took center stage in Hollywood. The evening was marked with first-time winners, jokes by host Conan O'Brien, and some moving acceptance speeches.
Independent film Anora swept the Oscars and took home Best Picture. ABC's Melissa Adon is in Los Angeles with the highlights.
And the Oscar goes to
Anora. The 97th Academy Awards breaking barriers. Independent film Anora nominated for 6 Oscars and taking home 5, including the top prize. Best Director winner Sean Baker breaking a record, winning 4 Oscars for the same film in one night.
Where did we fall in love with the movies? At the movie theater. And let's keep the great tradition of the movie-going experience alive and well.
The film star Mikey Madison taking home Best Actress. She was one of 13 first-time nominees.
I never would have thought anything like this would happen in my life. Mommy!
And moving acceptance speeches, including Best Supporting Actress winner Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez.
I am the first American of Dominican origin to accept an Academy Award, and I know I will not be the last.
There's no fight we cannot win. A stunning performance from Wicked by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. The musical winning 2 Academy Awards, including Best Costume Design by Paul Tazwell, becoming the first black man to win the coveted award.
One of the main things of the story of Wicked is the marginalization of a person of color. And that rings it's very direct to what my experience has been.
Kieran Culkin winning Best Supporting Actor for A Real Pain. Adrian Brody taking home Best Actor for The Brutalist. The evening also honoring the first responders of the Los Angeles wildfires and first-time host Conan O'Brien leaning into his new role.
I love The Brutalist. I really did. I didn't want it to end, and luckily it didn't.
The night also paying tribute to the late Quincy Jones following a moving performance by Queen Latifah and Morgan Freeman delivering a heartfelt eulogy for actor Gene Hackman. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, we joked about this with Chris last week. Like, is this like the false spring and winter's not really done with us yet?
Don't get your hopes up.
Right.
How should we really be preparing? Chris is here to tell us about some dramatic changes.
That is right. Well, our long-range forecasts have been hinting at a flip back to winter for a while now, and it is yet to materialize, but now the signal is stronger than ever. I want to start off with today. We got up to 51 degrees. Above average by 6 degrees, but over the weekend we did get up to 61 on Saturday, our first 60-degree day of the season. We are going to keep our temperatures above average through the 7-day forecast. This white line is our average, a little bit above Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're back up into the 50s through the rest of the 7-day outlook. 56 on Sunday. Again, our average high down in the 40s. But here's a look at our 8 to 14-day outlook. This is March 11th through March 17th. And we've been in these lighter blues in the extended forecast, but man, we are in the dark navy blue. So there is a very strong signal and consensus in our computer models that we are headed back down into winter. Now, by this time, our average high will be in the lower 50s. So below average temperatures may not take us down to winter-like conditions. And then above average precipitation also, we're in that medium green. So a stronger signal that we're going to see some wet weather too. Fantastic news for our snowpack, for skiers, because that most certainly is going to equate into some more mountain snow. Whether or not we'll be shoveling in town, I will have to take that on a case-by-case basis, but don't put your shovel away for the season just yet. Tomorrow, some mountain snow. Our forecast radar starting off Monday at 11 o'clock. We will see some hit and miss. It's not even hit and miss, more like isolated showers through the morning. Our snow level tomorrow up around 3,500 feet. So definitely in the mountains, we will see those showers moving in. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow with widespread shower activity. Light showers, though, I should say. It's not going to amount to much. We are going to be looking at rainfall totals in the hundredths of an inch with only a couple of exceptions. And there's more wet weather coming, but we're going to have to wait. Tomorrow, spotty showers, and then we're back into that feeling of spring full force. Temperatures in the lower 50s, not much warmer than Tuesday, but with all that sunshine, it will likely feel quite a bit warmer. Showers back in the forecast, but only a 20% chance Saturday and Sunday. It's mostly going to be in the mountains, and then a better chance next week. Looks like that is going to pick up in intensity as we get into the middle of next week. And again, may see a little bit of snow back down in the valleys. Kirsten.
Well, at least we're prepared. Thank you, Chris. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
For March only, buy one window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. Schedule your complimentary consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Earn 3.5% APY. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Donating your vehicle to UGM Motors is easy.
When you drop off a vehicle, you have to sign a paper of, I donated this vehicle, and that was the hardest part. And I didn't have to fill it out. They filled it out for me and had me sign it.
Your car, truck, RV, or motorcycle will provide food, shelter, job training, and recovery services at Union Gospel Mission.
I think it's a great service to the community.
Call 509-327-HELP to schedule a free pickup today.
Celebrate 30 years of winning at the Kootenai Casino with exciting promotions including daily hot spins, a special St. Patrick's Day drawing, and anniversary cash and bonus play giveaways. Ready to get away this March? Stay Sunday through Thursday at the Kootenai Falls Lodge for just $59 per night, or a Riverview room for $79 and get a free $30 Kootenai credit included. Come stay and win at the inn. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Well, coming up tonight on Nightside, an iconic piece of history has been stolen from a cemetery in Seattle, but it wasn't something easy to make off with. The progress police are making in order to track down a 2,000-pound Liberty Bell replica tonight at 11.
Wow, I cannot even imagine how that managed to be removed. Some spotty showers tomorrow. The best chance will be about 24 hours from now. And then we are drying out and bringing back the sunshine for Thursday and Friday. No 60s in the 7-day. I really enjoyed that weather on Saturday, but, you know, still above average.
Yeah, for sure. The big question, though, is how Sydney's mom is dealing with our Pacific Northwest weather. She's in town visiting from California.
She is, and she was shocked when you were saying it was warming up and it was going to be in these 50s because she's like, wait, those are the lows over in California.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
We are treating her nicely with the Spokane welcome.
Hopefully she's acclimating.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to go and enjoy.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
We're going to walk her all around.